In this video I'm going to talk about 3-note per string major and minor scales. They're basically exactly the same as the normal major and minor scales I've talked about previously, but as the name suggests, there's 3 notes for every single string on the guitar. The reason why it's a good idea to know these scales is they're very good for playing fast and quick runs up and down the neck of the guitar. And you can cover quite a lot of actual fretboard space by starting off, say, here and moving up to around here once you've played 3 notes for every string of the guitar. So if I wanted to look at the G major 3-note per string scale, I'll find the G root note here on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. The second in the scale would be an A, which is 2 intervals up. Then the next note would be a B, which is another 2 intervals up. On the next string here, the 3rd fret, I'd find the 4th. The 5th would be a D, and the 6th would be an E. So the first 2 strings, I'm playing 3 notes per string. The major 7th here would be an F sharp, then G would be an octave up from the initial note that I started with. Then the next note here would be A, and then a B, then a C, then a D. So with the first 4 strings, 3 notes per string would look like this. Next I'm on my B string, the next note of the scale after that D would be an E. Then we'll have an F sharp again, then another G. So after that G, I'd then want to go to an A, which is the next note in the scale, which can be found here on the 1st string at the 5th fret. Then a B, then a C. So altogether, from using every single string of the guitar with 3 notes per string, will look like this. So the note I ended on there was C. After that C, if I wanted to go back up the sequence again, I can go back up but in a different position. So after that C, I can then move to a D, then go back to the C again, then to the B, then to an A here on the B string at the 10th fret, then a G, then an F sharp. Then after that F sharp I'd want an E, which can be found here, then a D, then a C, then a B, then an A, then a G, then an F sharp, which can be found here on the 9th fret of the A string, then on the 7th fret an E, then a D, then a C here on the 8th fret of the 6th string, then a B, then the A, and then finally the G. So if I went up all 6 strings, then back down again from one position, then going back down again from another position, it would look like this, the G major 3-note per string scale. It's a good idea to know the 3-note per string scale, both in the case of playing fast runs with 3 notes for every string, and also in this initial position I told you, and also in the second position coming up here. This will give you a more variety of phrasing ideas than just playing in the usual box shape. Even though you're playing the same notes, the way your hand is orientated and the way you would accent the notes would be different. So it's a good idea to vary where on the guitar you play the notes, and it all adds to more the character of your playing and what type of sort of sounds you're trying to get across, basically. So to play the 3-note per string scale, I think is a very important tool to have at your disposal, rather than just knowing the one scale in the wrong position. It's best to know the scales all over the guitar, really. And of course you can also play this in other keys. For example, if I wanted to play it in B major, it would look like this.